If it looks more substantial than the Nissan, that's because Daimler has widened the track and the bodywork by a full 2.8 inches. The two trucks will be built on the same assembly lines, but no exterior sheet metal or glass is interchangeable. The door geometry, the hinges, latches, and their locations, is the same, but the panels are all brand specific. The X-Class looks good, with a front end dominated by the large three-pointed star and an overall design similar to Benz's SUV models. The rear end with its slim vertical taillights reminds us of a concept car, especially when fitted with the LED front and rear lighting that comes with upper trim levels. The widened body allows more generous interior space than the Navara offers. Mercedes has raised the rear seat bottom to deliver more comfort. In the back seat of the crew cab Nissan, the only cab style available in the X-Class, you can feel like a half-folded pocket knife, although tall adults will lack for headroom. There is a lot more sound insulation than in the Nissan, and the Germans have added structural elements to the frame in order to reduce noise, vibrations, and harshness. The interior is dominated by a concave dashboard, the instruments, central screen, back controls, and the optional, touch-sensitive command infotainment system comes straight from the Mercedes-Benz passenger car parts bin. In the standard trim, called Pure, the look is somewhat frugal with a lot of hard plastic, but most of the electronic goodies are aboard, including the latest driver assistance safety systems. The mid-level progressive trim brings a bit more fabric to the cabin and also exterior niceties such as body color bumpers. But it takes the top-of-the-line power trim to give the X-Class the appearance of an upmarket vehicle, with stitched faux leather applied to the dashboard and the inner door panels. Aluminum and wood trim are options. The X-Class falls short of its premium aspirations when carryover parts from Nissan are used. These include the dome light, the switches for the seat heaters, and, we suspect, the automatic gear selector that sprouts from the console. The X-Class also needs far more stowage space in the cabin, where only the door pockets are sufficiently large. The center console bin, the cup holders, and the glove box are all tiny. We drove the X250D 4MATIC, which is rated at 187 horsepower and 332 pounds-foot of torque from its Nissan-built sequentially turbocharged 2.3-liter diesel inline-4. The entry-level X250D, which was not made available to drive, has a similar four-cylinder but with only one turbocharger and is rated at 161 horsepower and 297 pounds-foot. Both engines come with a 6-speed manual as standard, but a Nissan-built 7-speed automatic is available on the X250D. With the automatic transmission and optional all-wheel drive system, the X250D will reach 62 miles per hour in a somewhat leisurely 11.8 seconds and top out at 109 miles per hour, by Daimler's reckoning. The dual-turbo usually needs a moment to react to driver input, and it sounds a bit strained under full throttle. The power-sapping automatic is not particularly quick to respond, either, so it is best to restrain your aspirations and just go with the flow of traffic. Then you can enjoy the comfy ride and the remarkably well-isolated cabin. There was a stick-shift X250D on hand, and while that 6-speed gearbox is based on a Nissan design, Daimler developed a cable linkage system exclusively for the X-Class. The effect is clearly noticeable. There is absolutely no vibration in the shifter, and except for its long throws, the gearbox could pass for a passenger car's. The manual beats the automatic, hands down. A few select markets, by the way, will see an entry-level X-Class with a manual gearbox, rear-wheel drive, and a naturally aspirated 2.0-liter gasoline engine.